stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you could with me. We could hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it could stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Get something to eat, go to my house. You could spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams. Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Up next, it's our main event between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go in Santa Clara. Isaac Gorindo to return. Making some progress here. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 38-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy on the play action. He's got it at the 30. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Purdy throwing here on first. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Xavier Worthy now in return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes throwing for 2. Escapes the pocket. And he gets in. The 2-point drive puts him in front by 1. 8-7.
49-7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Sky Moore on return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Makes the tackle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Mike Edwards up to make that tackle.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, Purdy to throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy setting up that play action. Into the hands of Kittle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Get set.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete left side. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 yards. And the 49er first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. A nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs tie and can take the lead here in the second. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Gorindo to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Get set, get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49ers first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Gets him on the quick hitter. That ball is loose. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
That's Cox. Again, it's Kittle. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air again. Purdy. Short pass brought in. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from Levi's Stadium in just a moment. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. He's got it at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Box.
From the red zone on 1st. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Brown with a return here. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. Free up the middle, gets a breakaway. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
15. down these two. Fall down these two. Right side.
Pacheco. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Chiefs tie it in the final minute of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
The Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for two?
Well, they can tell this defense stops them. The answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate. But it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence. The offense is owning them.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Get set. Get set.
From the gun is Purdy. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
Jennings, incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Man in motion here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It's Noah Williams who made the play defensively.
Right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up second and
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Has it down close. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It's 2nd and goal.
Get set. Get set.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw, Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch out! Up.
Here's Purdy to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely throwing it away. Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive onto the touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Yellow.
He'll throw it. He's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a lead on the final play of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Oh, man, they really want the momentum going into the locker room, huh? The touchdown takes the lead, and now they're going for 2. Mahomes throwing for 2. And he gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires.
25.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Right back to Pacheco. And no touchdown here. He just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First
Yellow.
down.
Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Mahomes leads his troops to the line. 1 for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Forced out to his right. And in the surprise of nobody, they are in for 2 yet again. And that is not 1, that's 5 conversions in this game, Brock. And with that, they're the first NFL team to ever have that many in one game. Lindo to return it. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Up.
Purdy setting up that play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. And again, he finds Kittle. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
Brings up 3rd down.
McCaffrey on third down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
At the 35-yard line.
Purdy on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Along the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Another 49er first down.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
8-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Play action now with Purdy. Makes the catch. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers getting back to within 1 score.
40. 49ers 32.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. We'll give to Pacheco to start the drive. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Attack, attack!
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley! Hero 15! Yellow!
Throwing is Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He's back to throw. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chiefs first down.
For Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's Mahomes now. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Call it 7 yards on the...
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer.